I don't know how far down I want to do this. I know I'm still going to keep all of that up there. So... I think I do want to put some candles up here. And I do want to make this wider. Trying to think on how I want to do this. Okay. Ah! I did not mean to do that. The main thing I've been doing in Minecraft now lately is just pretty much making myself a house to start off with, and then I just play the rest in survival.
It's the only way to play Minecraft.
Yes. I hear a skeleton outside of my house. How dare he? No! No! Why do I keep fucking up? Ah! Okay. Alright, so... Oh, that's not at all what I wanted. Oh, I had it the right time. That's one. I don't know how far along I want to do this. You know what? Whatever comes to mind, honestly.
Just fucking yoink to kill. But I don't give a fuck because I got a kill.
Nice. Do I want to do something basic or just let my mind do its thing?
Both.
Alright, sick. Alright, so how many is this now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm gonna do 10. 10. Alright, sick. Let me do that. One.
Holy fuck, I'm fucking shit up, dude.
Nice.
I don't want to toot my own horn, but my god, I'm kind of dookie down people's throat right now with the fucking Sentinel. Jacoby would be proud of me, but he ain't here.
Hey, Jacoby, what the fuck?
What the fuck, man? You're supposed to be my hype man. I gotta hype myself up now, man. Fuck you.
That's right, I got you. You a bad
Hell yeah.
bitch.
Yeah, I'm fucking shit up, ain't I, Leroy? Yeah, tell me just how
Yeah.
bad I am. Yeah.
You're fucking everybody's bitch today. Oh shit, I lost count. 4, 5, 6. Okay. 7. Probably gonna hit the surface here. I knew it! 8. 9. Okay, that's 10. So I need to cover this up. So enemies will not see my location. Whoever that was, fuck you. Oh, it's a spider. I think I want to use this kind of wood for the ceiling. Do I? I think I do. Wait, not right there. Or it could be right there. No, I'll just have it start from here.
Let's fucking go.
Oh no. Hello, tree. I'm sorry. Okay. Well.
Hell yeah, that was an even ass game all around. We fucked shit in the ass.
Yes.
Yeah. Sorry,
Just the way we like it. No. What the
we
fuck?
destroyed them emotionally.
That I agree with.
Gotta have one charity game.
Yes. Alright. Now, how... Oh, no, wait, never mind, I figured it out. Yes. Wait. This... Okay, yes.
Excuse me.
Oh, that was a weird fucking noise I just made. Blech. Shalom? Who just made my phone vibrate? Um... I don't know what to do here. I think I might have maybe figured it out. Kinda? I think I should have went deeper and had the ceiling a lot lower, but we're gonna work with it.
Alright, I'm gonna go grab a snack and a drink real quick, and I'll be right back.
Okay. Okay. First, we're gonna start off with this, but I don't know how far I want to do this. I think I'll have it like double. Yes. So you start off right there. Or is it the other way? No, yeah, that's right. Ah! I can hear myself.
Alright, Leroy. Big question. Are you streaming?
Yes.
Is it gonna be a VOD?
A VOD?
Yeah. Are you streaming on like Twitch?
Oh no, I'm streaming on the YouTube.
Alright, cool. So, obviously we don't have everybody, nobody else is probably gonna get on, but we have you and I. We can have a little mini session. Kind of a
Yes.
glimpse into part of the podcast.
Yes.
So, what do we talk about?
I don't fucking know.
Well, since you and I are the only people really going through like relationship problems, we could talk about that if you want.
I mean, I'd be down to talk about it. Cause
it's something to talk about.
I was actually talking to Joey about it a little bit the other day, and I was basically kind of just on the topic of I've pretty much just done a lot of like self-reflecting and realizing a lot, and how I've pretty much grown over the years, because I realized that I've did a lot of things that I didn't know that I did. Like, lately I've been learning that whenever someone tells me their feelings, I feel some certain type of way. It's not like
Right.
I'm upset with them or I'm mad with them. It's just the fact that like I'm upset with myself because me as like someone who's supposed to be something to someone else, like say like a friend in a relationship or just pretty much anything, I will get mad not because of how they feel, is because of I made them feel that type of way. And a lot of people don't really like understand it much from me. It's just when they tell me their feelings and then I act a certain type of way, they think that I'm mad at them, but in reality I'm really not. I just beat
Right.
myself up like way too much on a daily basis, and I really need to stop.
Trust me, you're not alone in that aspect because no matter who it is that I'm talking to, no matter what it is I'm talking about, I am very empathetic and all I want to do is help people. So, as kind of a downside to that, I take other people's problems and I show them that I'm there for them. But since I'm listening to their problems, the way my brain works is it'll take somebody else's issues that they're having and put them in my brain as if I am living through them, which is how I give advice. Because by putting myself in their shoes, I can have a better understanding of what's going on and I can help live out scenarios that are possibilities of good and bad, of what could go wrong, but what could also go right, and how to make it steer them into the right direction of being okay. And I have been that way for years. That's just how I've been. That's how I'm going to continue to be. But like I said, it's got its downside as well because by taking on so many other people's problems and trying to help them, I either ignore my own or my own become like bigger issues since I don't talk about my problems.
Exactly. And it's not like it's really much of like uh shit, how do I say this? It's not like you're like making it all about you. It's just you put yourself into that like empathetic mindset so that you can understand more and just try to help more in someone else's situation,
Right.
which I've been doing a lot lately. Like I keep trying to put myself in someone else's shoes, try to like think in their head like, okay, this is what's happening and this is how I feel and this is why I feel this way because of what happened. Like
Mhm.
I put myself in that mindset and I try to like think it over and then I pretend to be like the someone that's going through something, and if it's a certain thing or a certain person, I look at myself in the mirror thinking that I am that something or that person. And then in the
Exactly.
process, I tend to get that like empathetic mindset of like, okay, I understand, like I see what's happening now. And with that, I
Right.
try to give like the best advice that I can. But lately, I have been failing on like giving any type of advice or any showing whatsoever because of like all of the stuff that I've been going through myself. So with how I've been doing and what I've been doing, it's also having a cause and effect on other people around me, especially with my relationship right now, which I really don't mean for all of it to happen. It's just one thing after another, and some days I just can't seem to handle it, which is really, really, really bad. But
But
we're still working through it.
but like that's kind of what I was like trying to explain like with myself as well is that like I don't try to make things about myself when I'm trying to help somebody. I don't try to make things about myself when somebody is ranting to me about what's going on with them. But if I have ever had any sort of similar like problem that relates to what they're going through, I will tell them what I did, how I got through it, and potential other ways that they can help get through it as well, both with other people and by themselves. So like if somebody's struggling with, for example, actually, I can use this because I don't know them, they don't know me. Um, Somebody added me on PlayStation the other day and then asked if I had Snap, and I've been talking to them on Snap. And like they today they were saying that like they were feeling bad and they just like weren't in the right mindset, and I asked like what's going on. Keep in mind this is somebody that, you know, like I said, I don't fucking know. I just met them the other day and I don't even know where they're from
Mm-hmm.
or how old they are. But they started talking to me about like their last relationship, and like what she was telling me was that she was trying to be the perfect like person for this guy. She was doing everything for him, and he kept like getting insecure and started like just having this bad mindset of thinking that she was talking to other people, she was doing shit with other people, and she would even like show him like her phone to prove that, you know, she wasn't talking to other people.
Mm-hmm.
And like what I told her was that with those kinds of situations, you don't want to just constantly try to do that. But like moving forward, looking into other relationships, if you start to notice like their your partner's being more protective, more like jealous or scared, or just those kinds of things about other people, just worried that like you're talking to other people. That doesn't mean that they are like struggling with trusting you. It just means that they have their own insecurities and they're worried about losing you to somebody else. And I told her, I was like, you don't have to feel the need to just constantly show him your phone. If that's not working, just make sure that, like, constantly reassure them that you are in that relationship. That person is all you want. That person and what you guys have is all you want and all you're worried about. You don't have to go to the lengths to prove, like, that you're not talking to other people unless they ask. And if they ask to see, like, your phone, then you can just make that, like, decision if you want to show them or not. But I don't see it as a problem unless, like, they're constantly asking to go through your phone. But if it's like here and there just to make sure, that's kind of understandable. But at some point, they have to realize that, okay, you're dedicated. This is all you want. This is all that is happening. Nothing else with nobody else. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. Which is kind of the like thing that I want to have with Bianca with our relationship. I want to show her that like even with all of these like different people that I talk to or people that I meet, I still want to show her that despite all of that, she's still my actual number one. Even though I don't text her as much as I text everybody else, I'm like still coming home to her because she's my main priority.
Mm.
And speaking of priorities, I still also have you guys, someone that I've had as family for 8 years total. And with that, you guys have been there for me through all of my worst moments and all of my worst doings. So, with that in mind, obviously, you guys are also going to be a main priority despite everything that's going on in my adult life right now.
Mm.
Because, like, you guys have helped me a lot. If it wasn't for, like, any of you guys, I honestly probably wouldn't even be talking right now. And I take that
And
into consideration a lot because you guys have done so much for me. So there shouldn't be a reason for me to put you guys up at the top because you
see,
are
and
my bitches.
okay, but this just goes out to like if anybody ever like actually listens to this or not. But with like what you just said, just the fact that like we've been there for you, we've helped you through shit, we've helped you through everything, and you think that you wouldn't be here if it wasn't for us. Leroy, I'm talking to you, but like I said, I'm also talking to if anybody is watching this like down the line. Take a second when you're in those moods where you feel like you don't want to be here anymore. When you feel like you're at your absolute worst and considering just ending it and not existing. Take a second to stop and think because there have been times where I know that like all of us have helped you like through that kind of thing and we didn't even realize that we were helping you. So take a second whenever you get those thoughts, whenever you get those feelings to just kind of breathe and remind yourself that there's somebody out there who feels that way about you and you don't know. Just somebody that has been at their lowest of lows that you've helped them and you might not even have realized it and that you are way more important than what you can fathom.
And that's what I try to be for other people too. Like, literally, this goes for anybody, like, outside of my home. family, any sort of friend, or even a random person that I just meet, I try to be a person where someone will think back and say, hey, I don't know what this motherfucker did, but he got me going.
Hmm.
And like, it's not like every other person that I like run into or meet, I like, I don't know, want a special thing with them. Like, not relationship wise, but as somewhat a. I don't fucking know what I'm saying here. It's not like every person that I meet, they're just like instantly my best friend or like they're gonna be a main priority. No. It's just if someone out there is at least looking for someone to listen to them or just to talk to, then obviously I'm gonna be one of those people because I I am a very caring person. So obviously I'm going to want to listen to whatever people have to say, even though I won't have anything to say back. I feel like as long as I listen to them and understand them, then that will at least mean something. Even if it's just a little bit, I still help someone in a way. And I
Right.
kind of expect the same thing from other people too. Like, I don't really expect people to, like, help me or say anything about, like, anything that I go through or my depression or what just goes on overall. As long as I have someone that will actually like take the time to listen to me, then that's
See, and
honestly all I need.
I feel like that is a very common misconception with people nowadays is that, like, we want help, but when other people try offering it to us, if all they want to do is help, it's not going to. Sometimes we just, as people, need somebody to listen to us, to try to listen to understand what's going on and why we feel the way that we feel, and just provide us feedback, but not like take over the conversation with themselves and their problems.
Exactly.
Because I can like openly say like I probably do need help with all the shit that's going on, with all the shit I've been through the past few months. I probably do need a lot of help. Just I also need kind of like people to listen. So like I've told a few people what's gone on, and it's helped me calm down mentally, and it's helped me at least get a better understanding and better like grasp on what's going on than if I were to just ask somebody to help me through it.
Mm-hmm.
All I need whenever I'm in a mood is just somebody to listen.
Right. And like that I understand and vouch for because I literally just go on and on about like stuff that goes on, the things that I've done, things that have happened to me. Like when when I was talking to you, Joey, and Sadie about my situation with Bianca's cousins,
Mhm.
I I sat there nearly like bawling while I was like still pouring my heart out to you guys about like what I did and how bad I felt. And it wasn't
Right.
and it helped me a lot because it wasn't the fact that like you guys like tried to like say something to help me through it. It's the fact that you guys literally like listened to me and understood everything. Even like the mistakes that I've told you guys that I've made during that situation, you guys still listened to me and that honestly helped out a lot. And
See, and that's another.
I feel
Oh,
like with
sorry. Go ahead.
that ah shoot my mic ah and I feel like with that um a lot of is just to have some a hug They don't need a giant ass cuddle session. They don't need to hear say. They just need someone to actually
Hmm.
listen to them and take in like what they're feeling and why they're feeling that way.
See,
Oh
but
shit.
like one thing that people need to learn as well, though, is just like there's a difference between listening to listen and listening to understand. There's a huge difference there. And a lot of people don't realize that. I didn't realize that until like a little bit ago. I didn't realize that there was a difference, but there's a very big drastic difference between listening to somebody and listening to understand somebody and understand their pain and what they're going through. And once you make that realization, it makes a big difference, not just on you or not just on them, but also you as well, because it'll change how you view your own problems.
Exactly, because it's it's worse to just to listen. Like someone will come up and be like, "Hey, you need someone to listen to you cuz I got you." And then after they're okay, I'm out. That's not stand if you're just going to sit there, say and do nothing. What most people need is like actually someone to actually put in like a little bit of sympathy or empathy on what people say and what they go through. And with just that, that could either like put someone in the mindset of like, oh, you actually like put like thought into what I say instead of having someone probably end up being gone the next day
Right.
because all they want is someone to talk to. And when they talk to someone that's just there, like in a presence, but doesn't really like show or do anything, that could lead to another problem for the one that's actually like pouring their heart and soul out to you. Oh wow.
It's a challenging thing trying to one seek help and two help others, especially if like one thing I've learned is like if you don't fix yourself, if you don't help yourself, it makes it more difficult to understand and help other people.
Mm-hmm. It's more of
But
like,
like I've also been told that you can't love other people until you learn to love yourself. But me personally, I fucking hate who I am. I hate who I've become, but I'll forever love everybody.
yeah, same for me. Because I personally hate the way that I am. I hate who I am, but at the same time, I kind of love the way that I am towards people. Like, I'm someone who actually like has a heart.
Hmm.
And with that, I'm forever grateful because with this heart, it could either do a lot or do little. But as long as it's like doing something, I can like I can like die happy knowing that I'm someone who actually like cares for people and always like looked out for them. And with that, I've taken like so much responsibilities in my life for other people. Like my sisters and my brother, I look at them as like my actual children. And with all of my friends that I've pretty much known since middle school or sixth grade, I consider them to be family. And if anybody ever needs anything, I'm going to put my heart first and say, yes, I got you. I'm going to help you. Instead of like my mind saying, I should listen to this person and not help everybody. I know that I can't help
Right.
everybody, but that's not going to stop me from trying as much as I can. In that context of you can't love anybody until you love yourself, I find that kind of bullshit because I hate myself immensely, but I still love everybody as if they were in my family from the beginning since day one of my lifetime. So, with that being said, you can still love someone even if you don't love yourself.
For sure. Because I fucking love everybody. I will forever love other people and I'll forever put other people before myself. But it's just the idea of trying to love myself, trying to appreciate who I am and what I've done, and it's difficult for me, especially because of all the shit that I did with relationship. I not only hurt her, but I went against my own moral beliefs and everything that I stand for. Just, I messed it all up.
And that's the
And
same thing with me.
it's really hard for me, especially to just accept the fact that I did those things and just move on from that, because I didn't just cheat once. It wasn't just one time. It wasn't a one thing with one person. It was numerous times on different occasions with different people, and I didn't stop myself. And it took its toll on me, but I couldn't stop because I didn't want to. I had this rush of everything, all these emotions, all these feelings for people, and I felt kind of trapped in my relationship because I wasn't happy, but I just didn't have the balls to end it because I didn't want to hurt her. I didn't want to hurt her feelings, but by doing so, I ended up hurting her feelings more than what I could have ever imagined, to the point where she despises me now and I'll probably never be able to talk to her again.
And
Which
with. Okay, keep going. My bad.
I was gonna say, which is like even more painful for me because at one time that was somebody who I considered to be one of my closest friends. Like before we were dating, her and I were best friends, and we made the promise that no matter what, we would stay friends. But clearly, that's not possible. And now I had to make the same promise to somebody else, and like I openly admitted that that promise is painful for me, especially because it's all I've seen is that promise being torn apart.
I feel like with every single relationship that I have gone through, it's make it's made me a lot better now than what it was before because I have this mindset of um like I want to feel something whenever like I'm going through like a rough patch or I just feel like I'm not enough to like someone that I'm with, instead of having this mindset of I want to feel something with someone instead of feeling like this, I put myself in a mindset where the feelings that I had for this person since day one has never gone away. So I shouldn't have to find a different feeling with anyone else. And I'm not gonna lie, I've done a lot of things in many of my relationships, and all of them I am not really proud of. And I have manned up enough to admit to everything that I've done. And with that, I think I've done so much better in this relationship, but I still manage to just still fuck everything up because of
And
how like because of how I am towards other people and how I interact with others and what I've also like shown like my actions and behavior wise. It's not the fact that I'm losing feelings, which I'm really not. It's just there's so much that has happened in like the past few months that my behavior a lot lately has been really, really out of whack. And it's just because of the fact that I'd never really like bother to try working on myself. And
and
that's just caused a lot of problems.
you're not alone in that aspect because I mean, shit, look at me. I haven't fucking changed a single thing about myself, even though I'm constantly like talking about how, I hate who I've become. I hate like the shit that I've done. Damn, I just fucking died.
Oh, shit.
But like the past week, I was told that for the past few months, I haven't been myself. I haven't been who I am. I haven't been the person that somebody I care about very deeply fell in love with. I'm not the same person who I was, and I didn't get any further instruction, so I don't really know like how to work on that, but I'm doing what I can to try to take any risk to get back to who I was, because if I'm not feeling like myself and other people are noticing that I am not myself anymore, then it's clear that that's a problem.
I think with all that has been going on and what I've been given lately, it's kind of hard to like make a decision on what to do or like what to like even show or say because you're given the choices. They're telling you exactly what to do in order to fix things, but you're scared that if you do this one thing, even if it's like something little, it'll still cause a huge impact on you. And with that huge
See,
impact that you're afraid of, you don't want to take the risk because either way, it's either going to make a situation worse between you or someone or something, or it's going to make the situation worse overall. And with that, I think it's really hard for me to choose between one thing and another because all the choices that I've been given are a little bit like ultimatums. And with that, it's just made me stop deciding. And honestly, that's why whatever goes on throughout each and every day, when I wake up and before I go to sleep, I just kind of roll with it. Unless I actually like have to choose for some. Oh, hi, Jacoby.
yeah, and that makes sense. Jacoby, do
Yeah,
you have any do you have any deep introspective life thoughts right now? We're in a deep conversation mode. You know the deal.
Also, for anybody who's watching this, I'm sorry if you can hear my controller like clicking and shit.
Clickety click.
Oh, hello, Mr. Sheep.
What in the hell?
Hello.
What the fuck?
Hello.
Hello. We are, well, not we. I am streaming right now.
Hello, stream.
Yeah.
I
Do you
am
have any
playing the
deep
Destiny
introspective?
2.
Ooh, nice.
Do you have any deep introspective life thoughts at the moment?
Depression.
That, yes.
Well, me too.
That's kind of on the lines, but yes.
Hey,
Hit the
man.
nail right in the head right there, bud.
Hell yeah. That was my goal.
Fuck yeah, well, goal achieved. How the fuck do I get up this mountain?
Now I gotta go over here. If I remember correctly. Go
Okay,
here.
one other thing that I want to talk about is like the actual like showing part in a relationship. Like, I get
Not
that
now.
in a relationship, when you're with someone, you show how much you love them, and you show how much you care and how much you really actually want to be with them, and how they're your one and only. For me, lately, with everything that's been going on, I've always felt like no matter what situation and no matter the outcome, they're still going to be my one and only, and they're still going to be someone that I'm going to talk to every day, see every day, do things with every day, and also come back home to every single day. I feel like with that, that should at least show enough to where, like, even at hard times, he's still, or he or she is still showing that they're willing to stay with me. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not the very romantic type of person. I don't know what words to say. I never plan like dinners or dates or stuff like that. Like, I've been this way for years and years, and I'm still a beginner at this, kinda. But what I do show is my love and affection. Sure, my attention can lead to one thing to another at times, and I kind of hate that about myself, and I need to work on it. But besides that, everything else I still show. And I feel like with that, it should at least mean something. Like, my efforts, my actions, and what I do, and how much I actually like work, or work on myself, work at things at home, or even try to like give input on things that has happened, or even let out my feelings. I feel like with all of that, it should show enough to where like I stay and want to be with that someone. And not gonna lie, I haven't shown much love. It has been a really, really hard few months. But I've still like shown that I come home to my one and only every single night, and that I make sure that she's okay. And I feel like that should
Which
at least be
is,
enough.
and agreed, it should be. But unfortunately, one thing I've realized is that it's not enough. Like, what we as men think is enough for females is never enough because they have their expectations set to a much higher value.
I don't. Okay. I don't like complain. Okay, I don't complain, and I don't think that a woman's expectations is bad. it's never really a bad thing because all women expect, from my understanding, is that they expect you to still love them unconditionally, regardless of all the bullshit. And honestly, I expect that
Mm-hmm.
stuff out of myself too. Because, not gonna lie, I deal with my own bullshit every single day. And if I can handle like any other bullshit, then well, no wait, I meant it the other way. If I can at least handle my bullshit every day and still end up alive at the end of every night, then I can handle every single other piece of bullshit that literally comes my way. So, in an extent of expectations, I can understand and I can also like work with. Because if they really expect you to love them and only them, then the expectation is fucking checked on the box. Because, yeah, that's literally what I've been doing. But, I don't know. But I'm not saying that expectations is a bad thing. It's never a bad thing because obviously men also have their expectations as well. So I put that into like consideration into both sides that no matter what there's going to be some sort of expectations. And it doesn't really go for like relationship wise, it can be put into many different contexts as well.
Yes.
Is that a zombie and a creeper? Why?
Cause why not?
I've also been feeling like with what I've been going through and with the choices that I've been given, I'm at the point where like I feel like I shouldn't have to like lose people or make any of like my friends feel like they're suffering that they can't like do anything or see me or talk to me because lately it's been feeling like that a lot lately. Like I understand with like her reasonings of things that she's not comfortable with people coming over to the apartment, like, and with her not really wanting to be around people, that I can get. But at the same time, do do I and the rest of the other people that like want to actually do things like go out and eat or go shopping or just even want to come over to see like us, the place, our kittens, like even throughout everything, people still want to like see her. And
Mm-hmm.
I understand that she doesn't want to be around people, but I feel as if she were to let herself out a little bit more, like out of her comfort zone, and like try maybe like a friend or two somehow in a chance, possibly three, then that could like help out in a situation a little bit. Because if she can see that regardless of everything that's going on, people are still willing to like, come over or at least want to see the both of us together and want to see us work and stuff. I feel like if she were to take
Right.
that extra step, not extra step, just that one step into like us working on everything, then I feel like everything that's going on wouldn't be as bad as it seems right now. Because with her
Yeah, I
current
would agree.
mindset, with her current mindset, she's been thinking a lot, and I do understand. Because, yeah, she's pregnant, I know. But she also has, like, a bunch of other stuff besides her pregnant hormones that has happened to her throughout her life. And I have to take into consideration with that. But I feel like with the misunderstanding of, like, me wanting to, like, be around people besides just her is because of the fact that, like, the people that I mainly want to, like, hang out with, or the people that I've been meeting lately, they have been helping me with a lot of stuff just like she has. And it's not like she's literally the same as everybody else. It's just these people have been helping me a lot. And with that, I want to be around them more because these are actually, like, true people. Like, very
Right.
truthful people that will truthfully help, like, anyone that they can. And she's not in the category of, like, she's just like everybody else to me. She's in the category of someone that's, like, special because she's someone that I trust. She's someone that I can talk to whenever I feel like it or whenever I feel the need to. Even though we have our problems going on, she's still my number one and she's still my best friend. Even though I don't sometimes go to her first, I'm still gonna go to her at some point because she still
Right.
has, like, she makes me feel like she has the need, she needs to know this and she needs to know, like, what's going on. And I've been working on that a lot lately because she's been, for the past few days, she's been the first person that I've been going to about most things. Like with my PTSD from the secret I told you guys a while ago. She was the first person that I wanted to know because if I'm going to, like, work on things with her and spend the rest of my life with her and with the kid that we're going to have, I'm not going to hold back on the things that I've been through and what I also have to say.
Right. But
And with
regardless, I feel like regardless at some point though, like the communication there has to have its own limits because yes, I agree you should have great communication with your significant other and you should tell them like everything, but like that has its own limits as well because if you're not either comfortable speaking about it or not comfortable speaking about it at the time and you want to talk to somebody else, you should be allowed to because that's just human like nature. We just want that sort of help from somebody,
mhm,
even if it's not at that exact time and place, we still want that help.
mhm. And with me, I feel like with the communication process is that I communicate with literally any and everybody, and that causes a bit of problems because with, like, what goes on in my mind with our relationship, sometimes I'll tend to go to, like, other people and ask them for advice, and with that advice I take in and I keep in my head and I try to make the situation better. Sometimes it does get better, sometimes it just gets worse. But I have been trying to work on communicating with her more with a little bit more stuff than communicating with, like, other people about literally any and everything. Oh, wow. Oh my gosh, I have so much more to do with this. But like I said, I feel as if, like, shit. Damn, what was I saying? Ah. Fuck. Yeah, no, I forgot. Shit. I forgot I was gonna say. Oh, hello. Where did I get a bow and arrow from?
The bow and arrow shop.
Nice. There's all types of mobs in here.
You
That's
probably
nice.
traded with the villager and just forgot about it.
Shoot. I don't even see that man. He was literally just over here a second ago. He probably fell. Oh well. Hello, Mr. Skeleton. Hello. Okay, goodbye. Oh, I work tomorrow. Boo!
You say you do work tomorrow?
Yeah. But I don't work Monday. Which is really weird to think about, because I always work Mondays. Doody 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 do, diggy diggy doo 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 doo. There's so many mobs. Why? Actually, you know what? Hold up. Why am I going through the process of all this?
It just reminded me of Ted. There's so much pork! You know what I'm talking about?
Yes. Alright. Now we're gonna do this the easy way.
Now we could do this the easy way or the hard way, or the semi-easy hard way, or the semi-easy or semi-medium easy hard way.
That did not do shit. Okay, we're gonna try that. This is probably gonna blow a lot of shit up. And it did. And then you know what? We're gonna do it again. Destruction is a thing. This will probably destroy very little or a lot. You know what? You never know. Are we gonna test it anyways? Yes. Fire in the hole! It's kind of working a lot better than I thought. Kind of. Beep. Okay, this could be a bad idea. Nope, I lied. Don't do that. Told you not to do that, dumbass. Was I gonna place this floor here? Yeah, it was. There was one other topic that I wanted to talk about. It's like,
I'll feel free.
it's like, it's like everywhere that I've been going lately, or whenever I'm around. Okay, it's like whenever I'm around people, I feel like I'm treated a different way than everybody else is. Because, like, I know I'm not really much of a talkative person in some, like, topics or aspects and stuff like that. Like, I don't know a lot of shit. Like, I don't know anything about cars, carnivals, bands, musicians, musicals, or all this other shit like that. Or even shoes. And whatever you can probably think of. It's only certain things that I can actually, like, put my mind and thoughts into that actually make me talk. But other than that, I don't really find myself, like, very important as, like, many people find others as interesting or important. And I honestly don't even, like, find myself to be interesting whatsoever, which is why I hardly even talk to anyone, nor am I, like, included in a lot of things. And there's a lot of people that are, like, into, like, the same things or do the same things. Like, especially with, like, the whole, like, smoking, drinking, or vaping category. Like, I really don't like any of that shit, and I don't do it whatsoever. I know I've tried it a numerous amount of times, but I'm still not into it. Nor do
Right.
I even want to be into it at this point, because all it's really going to do is just fuck me over. And I don't want that for myself, my family, nor my daughter that's gonna be here in the next few months, actually. Holy shit.
Drugs.
I get Jacoby, no. But yeah, I feel like with all those like aspects put in mind, it's made me feel like that I'm not really much of an interesting person, and that's why no one really even like wants to do anything or try to have a conversation with me. And I'm not really the person to hold up conversations well either, because sometimes I can be boring, and
See,
I
but
hate
the
that.
thing is, you're not alone in that aspect because I have like felt that way numerous times. I don't know shit about cars. I don't know how to use tools. I don't know much about music, and I vape, yeah, but I've been doing that since I was like 15, so
Same.
that's just something that's always stuck around. And like I don't do drugs, but lately I've been considering it with all the shit that I've gone through. But like I don't know how to do manly things. I don't know how to do guy things. I'm just Aaron. I just do my own thing. I play video games, and even that I'm fucking terrible at. But you give me something to talk about, I can talk about it for hours just to keep you entertained, just so that I can feel at least a little bit of something. But I get along with people, but it's very rare that people ask me to hang out. Because, like, before I had you guys, I didn't have anybody. I had Brandon. I lied. I had Brandon and Gabby. And part of that was because I was with Emily, but as soon as, like, her and I broke up, I barely talk to Brandon now. I don't talk to Gabby, but not out of, like, hatred or disrespect or anything. I just don't talk to him because he's in a different state doing his own things. But, like, everybody that I used to be extremely close to doesn't talk to me anymore. Everybody that I talk to talks to me for, like, a month or so and then just loses interest. So it's just kind of... I feel you in that aspect because I feel more alone with other people than I do by myself sometimes.
I feel like lately I've been doing better with like actually like explaining like where I come from more to other people. And honestly, the main conversations that I've been having lately, well, besides with you guys every night while we game and with Bianca, I feel like I've been having more conversations actually outside of my house. Like the main and one other place that I actually have like actual conversations is at work. Because lately the vibes that I've been getting at work has been like helping me a lot because with all the stuff that's been going on in my head and pretty much what I've shown like emotion wise and action wise, there's been like few people at work that I can actually like hold up a conversation with and actually like explain and talk to them and actually put my mind in a state where I know what I'm saying, I know what's coming out of my mouth. And with that, I feel like I've attracted like more people that actually like show interest in like actually wanting to like be my friend and stuff. Like I vibed with Brittany a little bit more along with Tim. Well, both Tims actually. As much as I don't talk to Serenity, I still vibe with her.
As do I.
Lately for the past couple of days, I've already like vibed with Nina since day one.
Right.
And especially with Bella, our vibes together, I don't know what it is, but if we're like around each other, we're both just like, you know, at least there's some fucking good out of working here right now.
Right. Which, I mean, that's kind of like how I've been looking at it as well, is just like, the job itself fucking sucks. It's terrible. But we got the people to make up for it. We've met good people, we've made good friendships that'll hopefully last, but if they don't, we still have, you know, friendships.
Oh god. Ah, why did I do that? Okay. I just feel like there's only... I feel like lately there's only been people that's been picking, like, a lot of, like, favorites or just certain people to be around. Like, not even just to even be, like, a friend.
You're gonna need to turn that bitch up way more.
Like, more of an acquaintance type of thing. Like, with Bella, I actually felt like...
You killed yourself.
I actually felt like she was someone that was actually, like...
Bro, fuck, I literally just landed on that right there. Oh no, this one.
Shoot, I actually feel like she doesn't...
Yeah. You
like,
gotta follow the
favorite
arrows.
People, nor does she,
Behind
like...
you.
Oh,
Right
put
there,
people in
nigga.
like a certain category. Like the vibe that she gives off actually shows that no matter who the person is, I will pretty much just be their friend regardless of the differences or similarities. And I honestly love people like that. And that's why I feel like I can like go to her and vibe with her and actually like feel like that I have someone that relates to me on like who I talk to and why, pretty much, instead of all
Right.
these people that always like talks to only certain people or just don't talk to other people because of some bullshit in the past or some shit like that, or just because of how people look. And honestly, I feel like I'm fucking ugly, and that's probably why a lot of people don't really like being around me, or because of the shit from school, but that's a story for another day.
It's a hard feeling, feeling like I don't belong in a job that anybody's welcome or supposed to be welcome
It's hard to like feel like you belong anywhere at this point, because honestly that's how I've been feeling a lot lately. Like besides like my family, because I'm always going to feel like I belong with them. It's just there's been you guys for the past few years and your guys' families that actually make me feel like I'm a part of something. And quite
in.
honestly, that's what I've been feeling with Bianca's family as well. Because like when I first met them, they I was a part of something more. And with that, I honestly just love being around them a lot. And I try to be around them as much as possible as long as alongside my family as well. Like I honestly planned on having my siblings over today, but what caught me, well, not caught me, what held me back was I didn't want them to see my everyday self going through this depressing state of mind or mental state. Because around them, I show everything. Like, whether it's love, whether it's like a little bit of anger, or anything else. But what I don't show them is my depressing side. And that's honestly what's been going on with me for the longest time. And I've been talking to my sister Lamaya about it today, actually, that we're both really trying our hardest for our siblings. Because, not even gonna lie, my entire family kind of like split apart after my mom died. And it's a hard thing to like think about because we've all like been through so much all together, and with everything that's happened, like from my great grandmother passing and then next to my mom passing like years after that, and obviously between all of that other family members being lost, it's been one long hell of a ride. And with my mom being the greatest loss out of everybody in my family, it just it just caused a great toll on literally any and everyone. Like out of everybody in my family, I still see my siblings a lot more, but everybody else I haven't seen in ages, it feels like.
Right.
And now without like my old home and without my mom and with every year or every holiday or so, it's just been really hard because we all still love each other. We're all still family. But with everything that has happened and with everything still going on, it's just hard to like it's hard to like stay strong for others around you when you feel like you're going to be at your breaking point. And when Lamaya and I talked about that, because we both said the same thing, that we both been feeling like we don't want to be here anymore. It broke my heart a lot because I never want my siblings to ever feel the way that I do, where they feel like they don't belong or that they don't want to be in this world.
Right.
And having my sister, my daughter, telling me that, it breaks me because I feel like with everything that I've done for them, I feel like I still haven't done enough. And I try every single day, even though sometimes I don't see them for a certain amount of time or that I don't talk to them. I'm still trying my hardest to like stay strong for them because I've taken the role as their mother and their father. And I really want to do more for them. Which is one thing that I've thought about this morning and what I'm essentially going to start doing from now on. Like, I've had so many fucking bad habits, like with money wise, mentally, and I don't know, just overall. I want to work on it all. I want to show a lot more and also do a lot more. Which is why I'm trying to get like a second job, get a raise, and just do as much as I can. And it's also not just for them, it's also for the rest of my family, for Bianca and my child, and also for me as well. Because I really want to better myself for the better good for everyone, including me.
Right, like if you're gonna have a kid, you have to be mentally prepared, mentally mature.
I feel like I've matured a lot over the years.
Most
But
definitely.
there's still a point where I still feel like I'm a kid. But I still want to keep the kid side of me because obviously without that kid side, there's no fucking fun around here. Why did the gravel just fall like that? What the fuck?
That kid side is a part of your personality. That's not going to go away.
And I feel like
But one
oh shit.
sorry, I was gonna say, but like one part that goes along with that though is even though it's a part of your personality, don't let that control your personality because if you're stuck in that childish mindset, then you won't be able to mature physically or mentally.
And physically and mentally, I've grown past the child mindset. Like, obviously, whenever I'm around a kid, I'm still going to act like a kid for them, obviously. They're going to have a best friend to
Right.
play with, regardless. Especially with my child when she comes. I'm going to be her fucking best friend, okay? Like, nothing's going to change that. But I feel like the reason why I haven't grown out of somewhat of the childhood mindset a little bit more is because of what happened to me as a kid. That,
Mm-hmm.
which I feel like with because of what happened, I wasn't able to have much of a childhood than I actually have. And I believe there's a definition for that. I think you're called like a young or something like that. It's someone who pretty much just what I explained. It's pretty much someone who still acts like a kid or still has a childlike personality is because they missed out on like some
They
major
were
key
deprived of
aspect
it
of their
as a
childhood.
child.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like with that, I'm in that sort of category because instead of having like a child type of mind, I've always had like more of a teenage or adult type of mind of this could happen if I do this, so I should act this certain way instead of being the way that I was when this happened to me. And with that, I feel like I haven't had much of a childhood with that.
And I would agree. With, or I hate to leave during such a great and powerful conversation, but I am fucking dead tired, so I am going to try to go to sleep.
Alrighty. I am going to finish this last little bit here in this fucking thing that I'm building, and I am also going to sleep.
Well, hopefully you can sleep well. Jacoby, if you can hear me, hopefully you have a good night as well, my dude.
Thank you, my guy. I hope you slump well.
I probably won't, but I'm hoping I do.
I'm trying to help Dylan get through the tutorial of Destiny.
Nice.
Alright, good night, y'all.
Good night,
Night.
man. Okay. Alrighty. Whew, that felt nice. Alright. I am off to bed. For anyone who watches this in the future, I hope some of what we talked about like was able to help you in a sympathetic or empathetic way. I'm sorry if it made you feel some type of way, like made you sad or angry, but yeah, I hope you enjoyed our little session here. And with that, your boy Mama Momo is out. Peace.